Hey there, Michelle. How's everything today?
Hey, Lindsay. Good, good. How are you?
Good. I want to remind our listeners, guys, we're over on YouTube today. So if you
Yes.
want to watch us on video, go over and hit subscribe on our channel. And Michelle, what are we getting into? What is today's topic on All Ears English?
Well, Lindsay, do you know the ABCs of podcasting?
The ABCs. I do. I know a lot about podcasting.
Yes, of
um,
course you do.
yeah, I could probably, talk about the basics. Is that what you're asking me? The basics? Do I know the basics, like the most important
Right.
things?
Right,
Okay.
right, right. The ABCs, right? So
Yeah.
sometimes we say that and as an expression, basically, yeah, to mean the basics, the basic things you
Yeah.
need to know.
In that case, yes. I read industry news on podcasting every single morning. There's always a new newsletter, who's joining what company and what new technology is coming out. So yeah, I know the ABCs. I'm on
All
it.
right. Good, good, good. Well, so guys, we are going to be talking about the alphabet a little bit today. So I'm excited for this episode. This is going to be fun. But before we do that, guys, we want to say thank you to a reviewer. This reviewer gave us 5 stars, right, Lindsay?
Oh my gosh, I love reading our amazing reviews from our listener. This listener's name is Noor El Mustafa from the US. And the listener says, these episodes have different thoughts, but when I listen and I try to understand what's going on, I become excited, more and more excited about the next episode. I'm so
Oh,
lucky that I found you. Thanks from my heart. I think that is actually a common experience for a lot of our listeners, Michelle. They try it out and they're like, "Oh, what is this? I'm not sure." But they get hooked, right? They get addicted
mhm,
because we have fun
mhm.
on this show and
We do.
we believe, right? We have fun and we also tie everything back to connection, not perfection,
Mhm,
right? That's really
mhm.
why we're here, is to connect through English. So,
Right.
thank you to our
Thank
listener.
you. Thank you so much. So, guys, we are going to get into this a little bit more. We also have episode 1651, which is alphabet idioms in English. So,
Mhm.
we're doing a little bit more of that today, but definitely listen to that episode 1651. Um,
Yes.
but
Mhm.
Lindsay, I think plan A is to record 5 episodes today, but plan B is to do 3 today and 2 tomorrow, right?
That sounds like what we talked about.
All right.
I
Okay.
hope we get plan A, but we'll see.
I hope we do too. Yes. No. So, guys, so this is the first one. So this is plan A and plan B. So, what is that very common
Yeah.
to you, Lindsay?
Yeah, it really is. You always have to have a backup plan, Michelle, for everything in life. Yeah, and plan using the expression plan B as another way to say this is my backup plan is great. It's a great expression.
Right, right. It's like the first thing and the second thing, right? So,
Yeah.
Lindsay, do you usually try and make a plan B for things like in travel or anything else in life? Are you somebody who thinks ahead and
Mm.
anticipates potential problems, or do you just kind of go and hope for the best?
I don't know about that. I just did a bunch of self-assessments and I that's not my personality type to have all these plans and all these backup
Oh, really?
fallout plans. No, I usually just go for it, Michelle. What about you?
Yeah, I think so too. Actually, it's funny. I ask you the question. It's and I didn't think about it for myself. I think sometimes. Okay, I mean, this about me is I do have to sometimes make a lot of plan Bs.
Right,
Because of
right.
my like childcare situation. Sometimes. Oh my gosh! Well, guys, during the global health crisis. Oh my gosh. Do you remember the whole thing was based off of if my son took a nap, so we would have
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I can't even tell you. I still have anxiety over it because what would happen is, some days he would nap and some days he wouldn't nap, and it was just me and him all day,
It's a miracle. It's a
every
miracle we
day.
get these episodes done,
It,
guys. 4 episodes a week for you guys. You should see. We have a plan A, B, C, D.
Yes,
It's
exactly. So I
incredible.
would be like, "Oh, Lindsay, like, plan A is to record during his nap, but if he doesn't take a nap, then plan B is to." And every
Yeah.
day when I went to put him down for his nap, like the day that we were, that if we
Yeah.
were recording, I'd be so nervous because I'd be like, "Oh gosh,
Yeah.
I hope he actually goes to sleep." And so
Yeah.
it's
So
funny. So
yeah.
sometimes with like logistics with kids, I have to think of a plan
You
B.
have to. Yeah, for the things that really matter. Like we publish this podcast 4 days a week no matter what.
Yes.
We always give you guys 4 episodes a week. You will never miss that here, and so it's important to us to make sure we get those done. So that's why we often had a plan A for recording, a plan B, a plan C. So use this for the things that really matter, things you
Mhm.
have to get
Yeah.
done, okay?
Yes, yeah, so you could just say, "So what's our plan B if this doesn't work out?" So that might be a
That's a
good
great
way to
expression.
use it.
Yeah. Can you say
Uh,
that again? Actually, I thought that
sure.
sounded very natural,
Oh, well, thank
very
you.
native.
Okay. Alright, so what's our plan B if this doesn't work out?
Yeah, and we've talked in other episodes about the expression workout. I'm sure we have. I know
Mhm.
we have, somewhere in the archives of
I'm
All Ears
sure.
English, but what's our plan B if this doesn't work out? Really important question to ask.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Or what's another way you could say this? I have another example listed.
So you could say, let's make a plan A and a plan B so we can anticipate any issues that come up.
Mhm,
Right?
mhm.
Good.
Right, so
Good.
and these are good conversations, I think, also for presentations, right? So, like, if maybe you're anticipating
Mm.
a tech issue,
Oh my
like,
gosh.
so when you're giving
Yes.
a presentation, you always like, okay, let's say you have your slides, but you know that the internet may not work. So then you want to have them on like a thumb drive so that you don't need the internet. Or maybe you want to have not only your slides, but you want to have index cards. Like, like there are all
Exactly.
sorts of things. So yeah, you can plan A, plan B, plan C. So that's a good one for those situations.
Yeah, you always need that. I mean, for example, what happens if you have your slides and yeah, the projector works with your slides or the computer works, but for some reason, from the angle you're at, you can't read your own slides. So then you need your notes on the piece of paper.
Yeah.
There's lots of things that could go wrong in a business presentation. And we talk
Right.
more on the Business English podcast,
Right.
which you can hit follow on, guys, about presentations. Okay.
Right,
Yes.
right. Definitely listen to that as well. So let's go on to the next one. So the next one is from A to Z.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
completely or from beginning to end. So it makes me think of guys, we've been recently talking about the Spice Girls. Lindsay, did you know all of the words to the song Wannabe
Is
or
there a
just
Spice Girls song?
no?
No, I didn't
Uh,
know the Spice Girls all that well. I think maybe I wasn't quite the right, age or
oh, okay.
time. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, so there's a I mean, I don't know if I can quote the song, but there's a song
No.
Wannabe. Can I or no?
Nah, we
I
probably
can't.
shouldn't
Okay,
since we
I
don't wanna
can't.
step
All
on
right.
anyone's
Well,
copyright.
all right. A to Z is mentioned. That's all I'll say.
Okay. Got
So
it,
you can
got it.
look it
Good
up.
to know.
But it's
Good
great.
to know.
Right. Okay. So, but you might say like, so again, it's like completely from beginning to end. So you might say like, let's review this from A to Z.
Yeah, from A to Z or okay, so the kids are all ready for bed, A to Z. So all you have to do is read them a story. Thanks so much for babysitting. I also think of this being used a lot in, book titles or podcast titles, right? Like, I'm sure
Mhm.
there is a podcast about podcasting. It's like podcasting A to Z. I'm sure that
Right.
exists, no question.
Right.
Or a book manuals, right?
Or
Um,
ABCs. It's kind of similar to like,
sure.
yeah, in a way.
Yeah, I love it. So, it really means that this is gonna be a comprehensive guide.
Mhm.
This thing is gonna give you all the details that you need,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, what else, Michelle?
Okay, just to briefly, we already talked about the ABCs, so I don't want to go too much into it, but just a couple more. I mean, like we talked about the basics, but ABCs could also be kind of like the details in a way, like the details or general basics of something. So you could say, "Let's go over the ABCs of knife safety," or
Yeah.
that's
Or
important.
I'll give you a quick rundown of the ABCs of the real estate market. Yeah, I don't hear this as much, but sometimes you might hear it, and it's good for you guys to have alternative things to say, right?
Mhm. Yeah, I think so too. But I think you might see like a lot of books with this
Yes.
with this
Definitely, that would be
title.
the place where you'd see that the most, yeah.
Right,
Mhm.
right. Okay, we have a few more. So we have a blank student. So A or N, right? So this is used with grading. Okay? So you might
Ah,
say like
okay.
an A student, a B student, a C student, all the way down to F. And I'm not sure how grading is done in other cultures, but yeah, we have like A is the best, right?
Yeah, exactly. Uh, so, what kind of student are you? We also had in school, we had like high honor roll or honor roll, right? That kind of
Mhm,
thing with
mhm,
categorizing students. So
mhm.
just a C student means what, Michelle? It means pretty average, right?
Yeah, a pretty average student, because C is average, or I mean, of course, maybe people are shooting for A or B, but maybe they're a C student. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I
Right.
was a C student in biology or like a
I
B
was
minus.
yes, I was yes, any of this I was a C student in biology.
It was just so hard. I remember Bio 101. It was a total shock to me how hard it was in my freshman year in college. And it was really hard. I studied so much and I only got B minuses, C pluses. It was
Yeah.
tough. Really tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Lindsay, I think we had pretty much probably the same strengths and as far as being students and what we're
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
For sure.
And that's why we are where we are today and why we're not
We're
biologists.
podcasters.
Yes,
Yeah, there you go. There you
exactly.
go. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, you could say like for example, you could say I'm a C student at best when it comes to biology.
I love that as a bonus for our listeners
At
for
best.
today, at best,
Mhm.
right? What does
Mhm.
that I mean, well, it's kind of obvious what it means, right? At best. In the
Yeah,
very
it's
best
like
day. Yeah.
yeah, on
Mhm.
the very best day, like, that's the best you
Yeah.
can expect from me to be a C student.
Yeah. And this could be another great episode for All Ears English is using this phrase in other ways, at best, right? When we talk about our
Yes.
skills or I don't know, like saying like worst case scenario, other ways to describe the best and the worst case scenario, things we can expect
Oh,
from someone. Yeah. Mhm.
okay, I like it, I like that. So and then let's just do we have time for 2 more, or you just wanna do
Yeah.
1 more?
I like this next one. Let's do
Okay,
this next one and then
okay.
move into the role play. So someone is an A, B, or a C list celebrity. What does
Mhm.
this mean?
A-list celebrity is, like, somebody that everybody knows them.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you might say, like, a household name, everybody knows. And then it goes down from there. B-list is pretty good too, a lot of
Maybe
people know.
TV
Yeah.
stars or something,
Right.
right? Yeah.
C-list might, maybe that's somebody who was once popular and is not so popular anymore, or maybe a reality show star who
Reality
not,
show. Yeah. Yeah.
so that's what it is. So you would say like she's an A-list celebrity, so this place will be packed.
Yeah, for sure. And I think I've even gone down to describing people as D-list celebrities, right? Like maybe very remote reality star TV. They had one series or one episode once.
Right.
But yeah, A, B, or C list are the most common ones. It's
Right,
good.
right, right, exactly. So there you go. You got a lot of alphabet ones in addition to the other episode today. So, Lindsay, should we give our listeners a role play?
Definitely, Michelle. Here we go. So we are planning a party. Okay.
All
Oof.
right.
All right. Here we go.
All right. Okay, so I think we have to make an A list and B list for space.
Oh, I hate that, but you're right. Let's go over this from A to Z.
Okay, so plan A, the food arrives on time. The guests are there, but let's make a plan B.
Yeah. If the food is late, we'll start with some of the speeches and dancing.
Perfect. Oh, I'm so glad we're going through the ABCs of party planning. I'm a total C student when it comes to understanding details and moving parts of events.
It's okay. And don't worry, it's not like any A-list celebrities are coming. Relax. It'll be fine. Oh,
Okay.
I think that's so interesting how you took this concept of I'm a total C student and you
Mhm.
applied it not to school,
Right.
right? In a more figurative way to life, to planning a party.
I
That is the
think,
most interesting way to
yeah.
use that as an English speaker. Yeah, for
I
sure.
think, yeah, it doesn't it's not limited to being an actual
Yeah.
student. It could just be like talking about your strengths and weaknesses. "Oh, I'm a C-list student when it comes to this." And that's kind of a funny way to say, "Oh, not." We I remember we did an episode about not my forte,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Um,
Mhm.
so, that kinda goes along with that. "Oh, I'm a C student when it comes to this."
Yeah, so that was my favorite thing that we said here. And then what else did we say? I said, "Oh, I hate that, but you're right. Let's go over this from A to Z." So what am I saying there? Let's go over this from A to Z.
Completely. Let's go through the whole party. And just as
Mhm.
a quick bonus, we said A list and B list. Just
Mhm.
quickly, it's like, some people when they plan a party, they might, know that they can only have this many people. So they make a first list of who, they really want to come. And then they might have to
Oh,
make a
yeah.
B list of,
Oh,
yeah,
yes. Yeah, sometimes you might do that for a wedding, for example.
yes, yeah.
If you just have a lot of friends and family members and you just can only have so many people to the wedding, you might have an A list and a B list. But
Yeah,
don't
it's
be offended if you're
terrible.
on the B list, guys. It's okay. You won't know
Yeah, you won't
necessarily.
know. Well,
If the
like
invitation's
an
kinda
invite,
late.
if you get an invite the day before, you can pretty much guess.
If you get an invite, I would say because usually Save the Dates in the US will go out a year in advance,
Yeah.
right? if you get an invite and then you should get the invite, like, 9 months in advance or 8 months, 6 months maybe. If you get an
Yeah.
invite 2 months in advance, you might be on the B list, but it's okay.
I think 1 month in advance. I think even
Yeah,
3 I feel like for my
even
wedding
3 months. Yeah.
really? Oh, wow. I
No, no,
th
no. I agree with you. I'd say did you send your invites out 3 months
yeah, I think
before
3
your
months.
wow. Okay, that's yeah, I
Well,
think we did,
because
like,
I had to save
6.
the day first. Save the
Yeah,
date
you had to
first.
save the days, you can kinda relax,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. But yeah, I would agree. Let's say 1 to 2 months before, then that might be a giveaway.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Alright, so then finally so then I said, "Okay, plan A, the food arrives, the guests are there, but let's make a plan B," right? So, a
Yep.
backup plan, basically.
Yep. And then you said, "Perfect. I'm so glad we're going through the ABCs of party planning." Again, not a super common thing to say, but
Mhm.
you'll show your personality if you do, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
And then the example you liked, Lindsay, saying, "I'm a total C student when it comes to understanding details and moving parts of events." Lindsay, how are you at that? Are you good at, like, the party planning, like, the
Not
details,
very
that stuff?
good.
No?
No, I can handle details, I'm just they tax me heavily, right? They
Uh-huh,
tax my mind, they make me tired, and I get obsessive over them, but they don't
uh-huh.
come naturally to me. So
Yeah.
it's like hard work, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Okay, awesome. Um, but then you said, "Don't worry," and what did you say?
It's not like any A-list celebrities are coming, right? Relax, it'll be fine. You know what this makes me think of, Michelle, is our urban immersion adventures.
Mm. Oh,
Because we had so much planning that went into those adventures where we had our students, our listeners come to Boston, New York
yes,
City, even Tokyo. We
yes.
did this in Tokyo in 2018 and 2019. We had some student ambassadors helping us. You were involved, Michelle, but
Mhm,
we had plan B, plan C, plan D. Okay, if
mhm.
we can't
The
get
rain
into that park,
plan.
we'll go to that place. The
Yeah,
rain plan. What if the native speakers don't show up? We had so many backup
yeah,
plans and there were so many logistics. So I think it's good to, whenever you attend an event like that, just appreciate for a moment what's gone into this because
yeah.
there's a lot that goes into these things. Yeah.
Yes, that's very true. I have a lot of respect for party planners, actually.
Oh, yeah. Event planning. It's a whole industry, right?
Oh, huge, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this was fun. Lindsay, what's the takeaway for today?
Guys, I mean, this is a cool way to show your personality. First of all, just understand, like I said, that's the idea. A lot goes into these things. So appreciate people who are putting on events, who are planning events, and give them a little help sometimes if they need it. And just be creative with the way you talk about things. I especially like like I said, the C student thing,
Yeah.
rating how your skills are. That's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So it's a way to
That's
show your
fun.
personality. Yeah.
Alright, awesome, Lindsay, this was fun. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, Michelle, talk soon. Take
Alright,
care.
bye.
Bye.